Welcome back to Hollow Knight. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we continue our little night's adventure, where we are once again trying to defeat the Pantheon Hollow Nest. It's been a long, arduous journey, and it still is a long, arduous journey. I suppose I shouldn't speak like it as if it's already over, but we're still on it. It's difficult. I played a little bit more against Godseeker, not actually surprisingly much more, because I didn't really have much time, to be honest. We're still using the same charm layout, and we've got still the same plan of using High Blood, whatever Unbreakable Strength is, Mark of Pride, the other one, Nail Master Arts, and just seeing what we can do against Absolute Radiance when we finally get to fight against her. So I played her against her a little bit more. I think it's now like a 1 in 5 chance we beat her. Basically, if I can get to her like platform phase. Oh, wait, hold on. If I didn't cause high blood regen, despite the fact I healed, I thought. Unless maybe I didn't get the heal off. Which is possible. What was I saying? If I can beat her first phase, basically, with full soul, or very close to full soul, I have a very, very high chance of beating her, because I can now do her final phase very consistently. The climb, I can normally do, sometimes I'll take 1 hit. It's fine. Is just again her second phase. Or was it her third phase? I can't remember now. Where she's got all the platforms about. It just depends how quickly I can burst through that using Abyss Streak. And my practice, it's been okay. Don't even talk to me about that. But of course, last time it wasn't even Absolute Radiance that got us. It was Pure Vessel, which was unusual. What am I doing? I feel a little bit out of practice. Like, you know, sometimes you just play and you're just like, today's going to be an off day when it comes to Hollow Knight. Maybe not, because you probably don't play all that often. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I was just playing and I was like, this is not as good as the first time. Surprisingly. Despite the fact I died on Pure Vessel the first time, I still think I was playing Hollow Knight better than I am today. So, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. You just gotta put up or shut up, as I say. Which I'm not actually super sure what that means. I think it basically means like, don't let big excuses get in the way or something. Or like, can you walk the walk if you talk the talk, something like that. But I don't know, we'll let our actions speak for ourselves as we continue on here. Of course, these first, like the first three Pantheons don't really give us any trouble anymore. There's a little bit of danger in some random bosses here and there, but basically, this is just idle conversation time. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I play and I'm just like, I'm not gonna be any good today. And sometimes if it's really bad, I'm just like, I'm gonna go play like Spiritfarer or something instead. It's only happened like a couple of times where I was just like, when I was practicing, I was just like, I'm so bad right now. I'm going to play Spiritfarer. Shouldn't have done that. Or like Oberdin or something. But you know, we need a Hollow Knight video because I don't have one recorded for tomorrow, because normally I record a week in advance. Although this week I've not really done that. So it's caught up to me. I'm busy, probably playing too much Genshin Impact. No, things are just a bit busy here and there, so don't always have a time I would like. That's right. Nothing too bad. What am I doing? I have a feeling I'm going to die before I even get to the final 3 bosses in this run. It feels like I'm not on form. Or maybe perhaps this sort of relaxed attitude is exactly what I need to actually overcome these bosses. Or not, you know. Of course, being able to be relaxed is definitely beneficial, but being too relaxed does come at a cost, that sort of thing. So yeah, I know what I've been up to. Obviously, I've been playing quite a lot of Genshin Impact. It's fun, alright, sue me. It's a fun anime game, good exploration, gacha mechanics. Would I recommend you play it? I don't know, that's kind of like on your judgment call, isn't it? Would I recommend you play any game? Maybe. It depends on how good you are at resisting the tempting fate of gacha. Which if you're not, don't play it. Don't play gacha games. Well, actually, you shouldn't like listen to me and let me tell you what to do. But just like it's dangerous, you know. But this is sort of a weird conversation topic for Hollow Knight. So I don't know, what should we talk about? I need to do some more programming today. I only did a little bit. What am I learning right now, you might ask? Learning some SQL. You might say, why are you doing that? Well, have you know that I'm trying to become a data scientist. Ooh, or data analyst. Either or. And you acquire some Python SQL knowledge. I kind of already know Python decent well. I know R because I did that in my university courses. So now I'm on one of my university courses. I'm learning SQL, which is something I've never done before. It's very strange. It's probably a bit of a boring conversation topic. I'm not even an expert on it. Like, mind you, I remember when I was, what am I doing? Much younger. I remember I tried to like, I heard about programming. You know, I was like, maybe this will be a thing I'm interested in, but I just didn't understand how to like set any of it up. Like, I didn't really understand what like programming language was. Nowadays you've got like Code Academy, you've got like Kaggle is a site I'm using for data science. So interesting. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. It's boring. Let's talk about something else. Ah, I forgot about why we don't do Great Slash. Did a lot of damage on that randomly. I don't know. Should we talk about sandwiches? I don't know. What's your favourite sandwich? You know, you might think this is a very throwaway sort of comment, but it's because it's important, you know. At least in the UK we got some supermarket chains like, well, nearly every supermarket chain I think has something called a meal deal, which is basically £3, or like £5 if you're going to Boots or was it WH Smith? I can't remember. Where you basically buy a sandwich or some sort of main meal sustenance, usually a sandwich, a wrap, or a pasta pot. Oh gosh. And then you can buy a snack like crisp. Oh, I dodged the wrong way there. Crisps like a granola bar, chocolate bar, that sort of thing, and then a drink. All for the cost of £3. It's a very common sort of, like if you want to have a packed lunch or something, but you know you don't have ingredients for it, you can just buy it. You're on the go somewhere, you go to a supermarket, you just buy yourself a good old meal deal. It's always a Tesco's meal deal, by the way. I don't know if Tesco's is the OG of it or not, but that's always where I seem to get them from. Actually, that's not a lie, because there wasn't a Tesco's very close to me back in my uni days. There was only a Sainsbury's, so it's a Sainsbury's meal deal. But back in secondary school, we had a Tesco's near us. You can get a Tesco's meal deal from there. Actually, to be fair, I didn't have a Tesco's meal deal for lunch. Back in secondary school, as well. We had like a school canteen, which I either went to, or in sixth form we had like a separate bar. Oh gosh, what am I doing? But you know, when you're out and about, just have a solid meal deal. So what question is, what sandwich do you go for? Now, controversially, I don't go for a sandwich at all when I have a meal deal. You might think, what was the point of this question, Mindy? You're sort of obsessing with balance of things, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of am. But I often had, oh, let's just like spam all our abilities. Oof. What am I doing? I can't remember how to fight this at all. Maybe I'm just trying to talk too much. Boy, keep talking way too much. Yeah, I normally have, okay, so when I was younger, I always used to have a wrap, and they used to have like this, like chicken and lettuce wrap. I can't remember exactly what it was. But you know me, I love chicken, quite like wraps. Is this a spinning? It was a spinning one. Let me out. Always love a good chicken wrap. So that's what I had. It wasn't breaded chicken, it was just like a regular like chicken breast or something. Okay, just brute force my way through. I had some lettuce in, I had some onions, tomatoes maybe, and some mayonnaise, and I was like, delicious. Have this. What crisps did I get? None other than a smoky bacon Walker's crisps. Remember what drink? Always an innocent smoothie. Strawberry and banana. That was my go-to meal deal. But then, you know, my taste changed a bit. You know, I stopped having wraps. You know what I started having instead? I started having the pasta pots. because I don't know, I like pasta a lot. The thing is, the variety of pasta pots, at least back in Sainsbury's, wasn't very big. There was like 2 options. You had the chicken and tomato one. Sorry, not chicken and tomato, just a regular tomato one. Or you had like a chicken and sweet corn one, I believe it was. And then sometimes, how did we dodge that? I have no idea. Okay, well. I don't know how we're not taking any damage. Apparently, I got Ultra Instinct on or something. Apart from Ben. You must be nearly dead. How many times have we hit you? Did not mean to do that, but alas it happened. Yeah, the variety wasn't all that good. It was like a chicken salad pasta or something, I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember there was only like 3 different options. And most of the times one of the options was always sold out for pastas. And you know what made it even worse? It's because obviously you need like some sort of utensil to eat this pasta pot with, right? So often they had this like plastic cutlery, like I don't know what to call it, tray? Shelving, I suppose? Or plastic cutlery which you can grab one if you're going to have a pasta pot. It was like always empty, you know? It was nearly always empty, and they never provided. I was like, why don't we just provide like little foldable plastic forks or something inside the pasta pot, you know? It's like, that'd be so much easier to deal with. But of course, you know, you make the argument, that's rather wasteful, dear darling. Why didn't you just bring a fork with you? And I'm like, you know, that's kind of fair. And it's kind of something I started doing. Well, at least I started like bringing a fork that I owned with me if I knew I was going to have like a meal deal that day or something. But it's just annoying, you know? Why have it as an option? Why even put that false hope? False hope, sorry, of having that shelving there if you're not going to put any forks in, or spoons for that matter. And for that matter, why do you even like spoons and knives? And like, who's eating their pasta pot with a knife? I know there's other things that you can buy in that like shelving section. You can buy like salads or something. Wait, no. Oh, I forgot. I actually forgot that was a fake out tab. Like, who uses a knife for salad? You only need a fork. And by the way, I'm just controversially, I think forks aren't all that great for salad because it's very hard to actually pick up. Not very hard, but I think chopsticks are by far the superior way to eat salads. But I also think the chopsticks are superior to way to eat a lot of food, so perhaps that's not too surprising. Oh, you're 1 hit away every time. Let me have a sip of water, I'm a bit thirsty. Going on this run. Now I understand why there are spoons in that shelving thing. Because they sold yogurts there as well. Oh gosh. What am I doing? This is definitely one I should burst down, right? Run! Apparently on blobbles means I need to concentrate slightly. But yeah, but spoons make sense. There's yogurt. Like, you can't, but there's not really a replacement object you can have from... Why did I do that? So this is a battle. There's not really a replacement object you can have apart from a spoon to eat yogurt with. Like what? You're going to eat yogurt with a fork? That doesn't make any sense. That's actually nonsensical. You're going to drink with yogurt? Like, I guess? Depends how thick up yogurt is. And if you have one of those yogurts which have like fruit bits in, you can't have a straw for that unless you're going to have one of those really thick straws, like those boba straws, in which case, why? That's just nonsensical. But like, why a knife? If I'm having one of those, like, meal deals, I'm clear, in my opinion, I'm on the go, you know? I don't want to have to use a knife to like basically sit down and have a sit down meal. There's something which I should just be able to eat, just like offhand, you know? I forgot how to dodge that attack for a second. Maybe I should concentrate a bit more so I don't die on Sisters of Battle, which would be very embarrassing. But still, like... And I think the general populace is with me. It's like, who's using a knife? Because if there ever was any cutlery in that little shelving, it's always knives. It's always just like a whole tray of knives. Now you say, I'm complaining at Tesco's here or whatever, which maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should be complaining because I feel like there's probably people out there who just see that like it's absolutely full of cutlery. Why did I do that? And decide, you know what? I'm just gonna take some for myself instead of buying like spending however much it costs to buy like just one metal cutlery set. I'm just gonna take them take them for a plastic cutlery set, which Tesco gives out for free. Now, you know, that was my opinion of it before. On the lack of plastic cutlery that Tesco gives away. Nowadays, I'm just like, I think that's good, you know? We should learn to be less wasteful, as obviously a civilization. Oh, I think we got healing after this, so I'm not going to heal up. But, yeah, we should obviously learn to be wasteful. Plastic, very indisposable. So then, you got multiple options. You either have the cutlery, start becoming something a bit more environmentally friendly. Like, of course, you've got paper straws, which are terrible, but, still, sort of like a experimentation stage, I suppose. I suppose you can also often have wooden cutlery, which is kind of like a thing that I've seen people do already. Like, you know, you can have ice cream pots, sometimes have the wooden things in. Fish and chips, you often have a wooden fork with. You know, I would take those. I would take those fish and chip forks, put them in my pasta pots, you know. I've got nothing against that. If you've got a problem against that, why? Oh, dodged. I'm just making sure I don't get hit by Fluke Mom of all people. There we go. Is that pretty convenient? Like, there used to be this sort of like food truck, which I used to, after some nights out, or sometimes just late at night, I would get some cheesy chips from. Which is, you know, obviously not very healthy. It was literally just like chips and then microwaved with like melted cheese on top. Not like the chips are microwaved, it was microwaved to melt the cheese or something like that. But you always got like a little wooden fork to go with. What am I doing? Wooden fork to go with it. In styrofoam package. Which I guess styrofoam isn't all that environmentally conscious either. Conscientious. Oh my god. How do I do this fight? Styrofoam doesn't break down very easily, does it? Maybe it does, I can't remember. Oh wait, perhaps we shouldn't use styrofoam either, but at least it's not plastic, or they used to give you plastic bags sometimes as well. I think they've kind of done away with that. Which is good. So yeah, I would take one of I'll take a chopstick. I'll take two of them so I can use them as chopsticks. Sorry, not chopstick. A toothpick for my pasta pot, you know, just, you know, either consistently don't have it there or actually fill it up, you know. Anyway, so my solution was basically every time I knew I was going to have a meal deal, I would either start having a wrap if I didn't bring a fork, or I'd bring a fork from home with me and use that instead. Or chopsticks, I don't know. Ooh! Well, that goes up. Shell damage. Oh. We done? Oh no. I thought you were done. What am I doing? I'm being far too sloppy now. Hold on. Pay a bit more attention here. Here we go. No, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, whatever I just said for like the past 20 minutes, apparently, really doesn't matter. It's nonsensical. I'm just saying it for comedic value. I don't actually have that strong opinions on the meal deal, you know. I'm thankful that they have it. For £3, it's a alright deal. Obviously more expensive than cooking a meal yourself, but sometimes you don't always have that opportunity to. Sometimes you're like, something's unexpected come up and I'm outside a bit longer than I expected and just need a quick meal. But I don't want to have fast food, you know. Saying that, I don't know if it's much healthier than fast food. The meal deal. I can't imagine it is, but it's got, you know, it's sort of got that nostalgia of a childhood packed lunch you used to bring. So it's not all that bad. Anyway, I also stopped getting the smoky bacon crisps because also a lot of shops don't offer smoky bacon crisps for whatever reason, which I think is a real shame because I think smoky bacon very delicious. Even nowadays, where I don't even eat much like any bacon anymore. Something about that artificial smoky bacon flavour, delicious. Anyway, so that would be my like number 2 choice. Now my number 1 choice. Do you want to try and guess? I'll give you one guess. Why? Because, I mean, I can't hit you. It's like some Dora the Explorer one-way TV show we're doing here. Cheese and onion baked crisps. Now, some people, I've had this conversation with people, they hate the baked crisps. They say there's no flavour, and I'm just like, man, I think you've been oversaturated with flavour. Oh gosh. Cheese and... I admit, the baked crisps, we have a milder flavour. Oh yeah, by the way, when I say crisps, that's just the American chips. Sorry, I'm British, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, but the baked crisps definitely have a much milder flavour, but I think that's good, you know. And also they're like 4 times healthier, which is definitely, you know, a big plus in my book. You know, as you get older, you become a bit more health conscious. Perish your thought, I know, but... Okay. I don't know what else I was saying. It probably wasn't important. But yeah. Oh yeah, the cheese and onion baked crisps. They became my go-to. I can't remember if there's a thing after this or not. Ooh, I dashed the wrong way. Get out of the corner. Stop. What is this? What? I better not die to God Tamer of all people. We've had our feuds in the past, but... Is your beast gonna do something different? I actually can't remember if it's a healing spring after this or not, so let's heal up. I think it's not. Don't we fight Hornet again? Oh, we fight Nightmare King Grimm. Sorry, normal King Grimm. I don't remember what I was saying anymore. Oh gosh. Okay, apparently my dash just didn't work there. Right, focusing a little bit. Okay. Read it in. Enough of these weird sandwich talks. Oh, I don't even talk about my favourite sandwich. It's always something with chicken and bacon in, to be honest. If it's got chicken and mayo, that's like an instant pick up for me. Sandwich-wise. You know what I always hear people talk about those turkey sandwiches? I've like never seen a turkey sandwich. It's not a very common option here, I swear. But I guess people are talking about turkey sandwiches are talking about it from like leftovers from a roast turkey meal from like Thanksgiving or something that they make. Which, to be honest, does sound kind of appealing. But then I think about it, I'm just like, I'd rather have a roast chicken sandwich than roast turkey. I've had this conversation in the Animal Crossing video before, I distinctly remember it. Actually, now I think about it, it was probably during Turkey Day, that makes more sense. Which is the Animal Crossing equivalent of Thanksgiving. Yeah, I swear I've like never seen, not never seen, sorry. I'm not sure if I've ever had a turkey sandwich before. Like, I don't have sandwiches that often anymore, obviously. I mean, back in primary school I had it a lot more often. Had like one of my most common sandwiches. Egg mayonnaise, tuna sweet corn, and probably ham and cheese. Oh, by the way, ham and cheese sandwich with crisps in. A crisp sandwich. Delicious. Delicious in a sort of childhood nostalgia way, not delicious in like, ooh, if Gordon Ramsay served me this at Michelin, I expect Gordon Ramsay to serve me this at Michelin 5-star restaurant, which is not even a thing. 3-star Michelin restaurant. Just like, I don't know, it gives me a lot of childhood nostalgia eating it like that. It's sort of like the extent of a creativity of a like 7-year-old child putting crisps in their sandwich and being like, ooh, pinnacle of deliciousness. Am I a chef? Something like that. So I think it just sort of triggers those nostalgia endorphins in my brain or whatever, dopamine. I don't remember quite how happy chemicals work. Anyway, very relevant. It's so weird how early you fight watch night in this. What was I saying? Yeah, I think those are my 3 most common sandwiches. A lot of people had like chocolate spread, like Nutella sandwiches. I don't have them all that often. I think part of that's to do with my lack of sweet tooth. I much prefer a savoury sandwich compared to a sweet sandwich. For whatever reason. Like, I'd much rather have regular ham and cheese. And it's not even a fancy ham and cheese. Oh gosh. The cheese are just like, I guess the equivalent of American cheese, but not quite. I'm not actually sure what if American cheese is the same as the dairy cheese slices we get here in the UK. Never bothered to look it up really. But no, oh, should I tell you about the worst sandwich I've ever had? We were on a school trip to, gosh, can I remember? It was like Warwick Castle or something. It was some sort of castle. It was back in primary school. And, oh no, you know what it was? It was on like a week away trip to it's like a summer camp sort of thing. It's called PGL. Parents Get Lost or something. I don't know if that's actually what it stands for. We did that back in primary school. Or maybe this one wasn't. No, that one. No, now I think about it, it wasn't PGL. It was just like another one. We had like a trip down to Swanage or something. Somewhere down near the coastal regions of England. Wow, I took a lot of damage on this. Do you think if I stopped talking and actually concentrated, I'd be able to get some of these lifeblood masks to survive? From hot spring to hot spring? Maybe. Boy, is the fun of that. Oh no, it's Emu. Oh wait, I remember. They always damage me every time I do that. So bait Umu down. I missed. Still counts. I missed. Oh, it's a chasing one. Chase, chase. Chase me. Da 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 da. Just terrible play, I'm not gonna lie. From me here. Yeah, it was like Swanage or something, and basically we made our own, quote quote, made our own packed lunches at the start of every day. What happened was basically the teachers brought like 30 sandwiches and like 30 packets of crisps of different flavours and snacks or whatever, and you just like picked out what sandwich you wanted at the start of each day with whatever crisps or whatever you wanted. And I remember one of them, on one of the days, I can't remember which day, like I normally tried to get like a ham and cheese sandwich, I think, or egg mayonnaise, whichever one was there. And then one of the days I was just like, because, you know, obviously you gotta have an order on which you pick. I was like one of the last ones to go, or something, and I was like, oh. And I looked at one of them, and one of them was like a cheese sandwich, and I was like, oh, I can't believe this cheese sandwich survived all the way into this end picking. Or whatever. So I picked it, not really looking at it, I just read the label and I was like, cheese sandwich, lovely, I like cheese, I like sandwiches. What could go wrong? And then, I remember, come lunchtime, I'm eating, like, it's lunchtime, obviously. Wait, I just established that. Dumb, sorry. I'm not a great storyteller. Come lunchtime, we're all sitting down, getting ready to eat. Dig into our sandwiches after a long day of walking, learn about historical facts which primary school kids tend to not really care about. And when I start eating my sandwich, I'm like, why is this sandwich so terrible? It's just... And I looked at the sandwich, it's just a piece of bread with, like, dry grated cheese in the middle. Like, it had no butter or anything. It was the dry sandwich I ever had. And what made it even worse, it was one of those... The grated cheese wasn't, like, freshly grated, like, they got busted out of cheese grater and, like, a block of cheddar or whatever. And I was like, here we go. No, it's just, like, that old pre-packaged cheese or whatever. Sorry, that pre-grated cheese you get in those packs, which is always coated with a like the anticoagulant powder thing, which just made it even drier. So I just basically ate like 2 pieces of bread and a block of cheese, a block of really dry like stale cheese. And that was my sandwich, and I was like, this is utterly terrible. I still think I ate it because I was hungry, but you know, you can't be too picky as a child, and I wasn't that picky. Eaters, I think. as a child, but still, I was like, this is the worst sandwich I've ever eaten. It's so terrible. It's like store-bought grated cheese. Oh, Sly. We might actually need to pay attention for a bit for this one. How have we got the slides? How's it been half an hour already? You know, I wouldn't consider it the worst sandwich I ever ate if they just put like butter in or something. Like, what? You don't put butter in your sandwich? Or like, I don't know, any sort of sauce? I feel like butter must be like mandatory in almost every sandwich, to be honest. Okay, that's not true, but still. Like, what kind of sandwich doesn't have butter in? Especially what kind of cheese sandwich? Who made that and was like, this is exactly what people want when they have a cheese sandwich? Just dry grated cheese on 2 stale pieces of bread. Ooh, gosh, that's not you dodge that. You must be nearly dead. There we go. It was just disappointing, I suppose. Oh gosh. Anyway, I didn't get the cheese sandwich anymore ever since then. What was even crazier is some of the other sandwiches which had cheese in also had like grated cheese in, but they had butter and other stuff in. It was just the plain cheese one, which was just like no butter. Which makes me think it was probably meant to be, I don't know. I was gonna say like a vegan sandwich. That doesn't make sense. You can't have a vegan sandwich with cheese in. I'm missing sight with every attack here. There we go. I actually hit him that time. Oh gosh, that's not you dodge that attack. I better not die in Sly, come on. There we go. I think it's a hot spring after this. You're about to hornet. Yeah, it's hornet. Okay, actually pay attention. You don't psycho and slash in this one, I remember that. Oh gosh, she got me. She recovered very quickly from that attack, I'm not gonna lie. Shah! Why haven't you been staggered yet? Come on. Oh gosh. I know, there's another time we had a sandwich on like one of those trips. I think it was a different trip in a different year, whatever. But it was another like week away, whatever, where you pack your own sandwich at the start of the day, and then your lunch at the start of the day, and then whatever you eat it. When they're like, oh, it's lunchtime, kids, and everyone's like, yeah. I remember I was eating my sandwich, and then like we basically we're going to do this thing where we put a little prank on our what's the word? Principal, our headmaster. Where we basically take a picture of him sleeping, which is really not much of a prank, and it didn't actually pan out in the end because I accidentally deleted all my photos. So anyway, I was the one chosen to take a picture of the headmaster because I don't know, I was a good student or whatever. Snapped the picture, we were like hee 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 hee. Came back, the teacher threw away my lunch. I didn't have my lunch, I only had like one sandwich, and I came back, and I guess they were clearing up or whatever. And they were like, oh, who left this half-eaten sandwich still in this package just on this table? Couldn't have been the student we sent to go take a picture of the headmaster. We just threw it away. So I had like one sandwich for lunch, and of course I was too shy a kid to be like, where's my sandwich? Teacher, I have no food. Give me sustenance. I don't know why I'm making it so weird. Rather than just asking, being like, oh, could I have, like, I have no food. That sort of thing. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I remember that. I guess I was vengeful. I was just like, oh, who took my sandwich? Because every time I didn't even think about it. It was only later I thought about it. I was like, oh, the teacher probably threw it away because they thought one of the kids was just like done eating sandwiches and went to play or something. And just like left their sandwich there. I would not do that. But again, they also did not know it was my sandwich, so really, what can we do? Just make sure we don't die stupidly or no eyes here, but we did just take some very bad damage. Oh, I did not see that. Lost child. What's with this sassy lost child? To quote One Punch Man, which I've only seen one episode of, I have not seen that. Probably not the best way to go about defeating their wives, but you know, what's done is done. Who's this? Oh yes, Traitor Lord. That's not how I dodge. That's why. Oh gosh. Ah. You again with your random walk forwards. It makes no sense, Traitor Lord. You know, be consistent. There we go. Nicely timed. Did I have any other sandwich stories when I was younger? Not really. I can really think of. It's not all too common an occurrence, unsurprisingly. Sort of like how often do you have a sandwich, I suppose? How many sandwiches have I eaten my lunch? My lunch? In my life? I don't know. We can do some rough estimation. How many days of school are there in a year? Probably like 250s. That doesn't sound right. 5 by 52, 250, 260. And then there's obviously like, how many weeks of holiday? I don't know. There's 104 days of summer vacation. How many weeks is that? So how many weeks of holiday we get? We got 4 for winter, 6 for summer. Another 4? Wait, hold on, this didn't sound right. 14. Okay, let's ballpark we get 20 weeks of holiday. Back in primary school and secondary school. I can't actually remember if there's a hot spring after this, so I probably shouldn't be this like guns blazing of how I'm doing this fight. I just kind of forgot. Because there's a hot spring after this in the regular Pantheon, but I don't know if that's true in this Pantheon. Well, I should know if it's true, but I don't, because I don't recall. So I'm just going to assume there is. Oh gosh. Let's not die, alright? Oh, we shouldn't have done that. So 20 weeks holiday. Leaves 32 weeks of actual schooling. 150, 160 days. Where was a hot spring? Of actual lunches. And I had a lunch. I'd say about 50% of the time I had school canteen lunch, 50% of the time I had packed lunch. What did I say? 162. That seems too low. 162 days of actual school. Who's next? Oh well. My whole scholastic career. About 13 years. Well. In secondary and primary school, I mean. So 162 by 13. What did I say? Let's say 170. By like, I don't know, 14 for sandwiches I ate outside of school. 170, 1,700. Oh no, I need to half this. So 170 by 7. 700, 490, 1,190. So I've probably eaten more than 1,000 sandwiches in my lifetime. Almost certainly. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? How do I fight this boss again? I don't think I'm doing this correctly. Now, how many Subway sandwiches have you eaten in your life? For me, it's, you know, it kind of depends on the person. I've probably eaten less than 10, is my guess. I don't have Subway very often. We even had a Subway pretty close to our secondary school. And I had it for the first time in like my last year of school. And I had it and I was like, it's okay. It's expensive, you know? £5 or whatever for a foot long. Or half a foot long, I can't, honestly, cannot recall. But it's okay, you know, if you ever want custom sandwich. I still don't really understand how the pricing works, to be honest. I just sort of go in and be like, give me chicken, bacon, mayonnaise, and then a load of veggies. And I'm like, good enough for me. You might be like, that sounds disgusting. Chicken, bacon, mayonnaise. And I'm like, I think you underestimate how much I really like mayonnaise and chicken. And bacon is just like a cherry on top. I suppose the bacon on top. Of a very strange sandwich. And you got Subway cookies. I don't know, that was like was like a trading chip or something in our school for food. Because for some reason, kids just love using food as trading chips. Like, I remember one of my friends, they used to like sell Kit Kats or something in school. I was like, why would anyone buy a Kit Kat from you if they could just go to the stores beforehand and buy a Kit Kat or something? Because he's charging it up price. And to be fair, he was a bit more savvy about it. He bought like a huge like multi-pack of, oh gosh, Kit Kats or something from like, I don't know, Costco maybe? Like, where else do you get huge multi-packs from except for Costco? Oh, I bet you're one hit off again. Really? There we go. And I was just like, why would anyone buy this from you? Because I knew it's something a lot of sick formers would do. And sell them to other kids in lowers. Oh no, it's Margov. Come back here, Margov. I actually got to focus on this one a bit. Why are you so far down there? And don't say I hit you down there, because I did. That's not the answer I wanted. Are you going to come back up? How did I dodge everything? I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing? You dead? Okay. Not the greatest fight. I need to actually heal up on whatever the next fight is. So that's not going to happen. Okay. Perhaps I should read it in a bit more. Stop talking about this weird stuff. Start actually talking about Hollow Knight so I'm a bit more focused. Oh my gosh. So why? So why? I think we should heal up. Oh my gosh. I actually might die on Zoe. That's embarrassing. This is truly tragic. What's the next fight we can heal up on then? Oh, I guess the end of this. I'm actually a bit worried. Okay, I'm not as worried anymore. Luckily, so it's got rather long death animation. Oh gosh, I thought you had shockwaves. Why? Why am I like this? Isn't there a thing you can do like this? Maybe not. Well, obviously we're not healing up on you. Do you produce no soul from a dream now? That doesn't seem right. Okay. That's no good. Oh. Can we heal? Who have we got next? Okay, Nightmare King Grimm. Focus in a little bit. No soul, low health. Okay, focus in. Oh gosh. I nearly forgot how to dodge that attack. think we can heal at the end of this, right? Just. If we're quick. Okay, maybe not. Okay, that's not good. Not gonna lie. I've honestly forgot there's a staggered phase. No! Okay. In this fight. Ooh, I'm actually a bit nervous now. That didn't help. I panicked at the end. I panicked. Oh my god. Apparently I need more practice against Dynamic and Grim. Actually, you know what was completely our fault there was how much I was just randomly bantering. Up until right before the end when I realised, oh no, I'm actually kind of low on health. Okay. That was just disappointing because I played badly. That was not even a good attempt. I'm very sorry. But if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been HORNET. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. Until next time. That was just disappointing. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. Bye bye for now.